Welcome to your Language Arts course. This video will give you a very brief overview of how to navigate your Canvas course, but will specifically help you find the McGraw-Hill resources within the assignments. Just a quick overview of the course. You've got your home page, home button, and grades. Definitely use that grades button to see the scores that you've earned on the assignments and see if you happen to have anything missing or something that you can redo. The assignments are right here, organized by the day that they are assigned. You can also see them over here on your to-do list. You can click on the course calendar here, or see your calendar for all of your courses by clicking on calendar over here. All right, McGraw-Hill. McGraw-Hill, once you get the hang of it, is not hard. There is a learning curve. We have intentionally repeated all of the procedures to be similar so that you will be familiar with it very quickly. So the first thing you want to notice is that Davis School District has actually uses a single sign-on system called Clever. So the links within the lesson are now obsolete. Okay, so you'll want to bookmark this link or come back to this anytime so that you can access your McGraw-Hill content. So when you click the link, it's going to take you to this Clever homepage. From here, you want to click on the McGraw-Hill icon. That will take you to a page that should just have your leveled reader library and the book for your grade level. The view that you see is for all of the grade levels since the teacher has more options. So you would just see this leveled reader library, which you can use just to read different books online. But the actual book that goes with the assignment is going to be one of these images here. And since we're using the 6th grade course for the example, we would click on the 6th grade student edition, and it will take you to a page that looks something like this when you first land on it. Okay? You're going to use this search bar to help you find the resources within the assignments. So let's go back to our course and let's pick an assignment to do. Let's try doing this close read number 1. We're going to see the instructions of what we're supposed to do. Okay, it wants us to use the literature anthology and find a story called Out of This World on page 414. There's also a graphic organizer. This is a link to a file, so if you click this, you'll see the file that you can use as you're reading this story to help you keep your thoughts organized. So to find this story, I'm just going to click the red text, Literature Anthology, and I'm going to come and look for the search bar in the upper right hand side, and I'll paste Literature Anthology here, click enter, and there it takes me right to the Literature Anthology. I happen to have already opened it, so I'm going to click here and I notice I'm on a story called Excursion to Mars. But the instructions in my lesson tell me I need to be on a story called Out of This World on page 414. So I can simply come back to my Literature Anthology, and there's 2 ways to find that. Down here, I can just type in the page number it tells me to find, 414, hit enter. Well, and hopefully your session hasn't expired when you click on it. If you do, just hit refresh. So here is our story Out of This World. The digital version is cool because it has audio that will also highlight the text as it reads. Here's an example.
What tools have explorers used over the years to help them explore the wonders of outer space?
You can use that if you find that helpful. You can also find any of the resources you need by using the table of contents on the upper left-hand side. I know that we're in Unit 5, Week 5, because that's the name of my assignment. So I'd click on Unit 5, click on Week 5, and then I see here's the Out of This World information article I'm supposed to be clicking on. Okay, so you can use the table of contents, or you can use this page search spot right down there at the bottom in the middle. All right, so we've read our story. We're going to come back to our assignment. We have a quiz we need to do. So all I need to do is click begin. The quiz will load. It will also repeat the instructions for you right here, so you'll always know what it is if you need to go back to the story or find something else. And it shouldn't take this long to load, but I've got a lot going on my screen. So I'm going to guess, okay? So you would have read the story. You will answer this quiz using the knowledge in your head, but let's see what kind of score I get just by guessing. So randomly choosing answers, come choose submit down here in the bottom right corner. Submit, and it's going to automatically correct it because it's multiple choice and give me a score. Oh wow, I got 1 out of 5. It'll show you which ones you got right and which ones you got wrong, but it will not show you the correct answer for the ones you got wrong. You are allowed to retake the test. Okay, so let's say we're done with this. We're going to come click return here at the top, and we will find the next assignment that we need to do. Some of the assignments are going to link you to some activities that are interactives within the McGraw-Hill content. Let's try this comp skill quiz. You'll see here the learning target. You'll see I've got different options for learning this skill. I can do this guided practice, which usually has me have a discussion with someone using the Reading Writing Workshop book materials. I can also do this McGraw-Hill interactive, which is going to take me through a little mini tutorial on understanding author's point of view. I can also choose to use these PDF practice pages. There's the blank page and then the answer key so you can self-check. These are differentiated, approaching on level and beyond, so you can choose the level that best matches your ability. And let's say I want to do this. You'll notice that I'm copying the red text, but I'm also going to pay attention here because it tells me that I need to look for the icon that's on page 1, the first one on the top row. So I'm going to go back to my book in McGraw-Hill. I'm going to paste this text. I'm going to hit enter. And then I know I'm supposed to choose the first icon on the top row on the first page. Then I would just simply go through the instructions in this mini tutorial, click through the arrows, follow what it's teaching me to do. It's going to tell me all about author's point of view. Once I finish that, I come back to my assignment, and again, I click begin the assessment. Sometimes you'll have multiple choice questions. Sometimes you'll have essay questions. This one happens to be another multiple choice with some ordering. It might be matching. It might be categorizing. There'll be different questions. Okay, once you finish it, you click submit. In this case, I'm just going to click return. If you don't have time to finish, you can always click return and it should auto-save your questions. Okay, that's a very brief overview of how to find the resources in McGraw-Hill. There is a learning curve, but I promise after a few days, you'll be a pro at finding all the resources you need in McGraw-Hill to complete your assignments in Canvas. If you ever have any questions, reach out to your teacher and get the help you need. Thanks.